Hello everybody, welcome to another video. Today I will be using art resin, and I have you on a kind of angle because this thing is so long. No matter which way I put the camera, you're like not seeing the whole thing. So we're gonna just leave it like that. I hope you don't mind. I want you to have the best view possible. So I am going to make a nice elongated geode in this little wooden plaque I found at Joann's. It was $5. And what I did was I took some of this polyurethane and I coated the inside 3 times because it is wood and I'm trying to avoid air bubbles. So I coated it 3 times with that, but now I'm also worried because in the end this is just a cheap piece of wood. The way that they put it together, I'm worried that resin may seep underneath this part here and come out through one of these planks on the side. So I'm going to take some tape and wrap it all the way around the edge and have it just fold underneath before I start. Also, another thing I'm doing is making my own alcohol ink crushed stones to match the colors I'm going to be using today. Because I did not have the colors I wanted, I started playing with some alcohol inks and I came up with this beautiful color that I will show you in 1 second here. They're a very light, maybe magenta with gold. The 2 alcohol inks that I used to make them were the Pinata Magenta, focus, and some of the gold mixative by Ranger. So I'm going to color some of those with you on film. In case you don't know, I do have a video for this, but it's really, really simple. All you have to do is put some stones in a cup. Now these I get at Hobby Lobby. They're just vase filler crushed rocks. Put as many in the cup as you think you're going to need. Okay? And then add a few drops of whatever color you want to use. So for me, I'm going to use a few drops of this Pinata ink. Okay? I'm going to also use a few drops of the gold. And I'm going to keep adding color until I get the color that I want. Now, I will warn you, this alcohol ink will seep through the cup and get on your fingers, get on whatever you're sitting it on. So just be cautious of that. As a matter of fact, I probably shouldn't even have it leaning up against that. So, less gold than magenta because the gold tends to take over. It takes over in resin, it takes over in everything. And you're just going to mix them up like this and keep adding the color until you get the desired look. It does not take much, as you can see. Another thing you could do to make sure it's getting mixed equally or evenly is dump it back and forth into cups. See how there's some missing there? As a matter of fact, I'm going to add a few more drops. And a few more drops of the gold. The good thing about this is it dries within probably 5 to 10 minutes. And you can use them right away. They will not bleed in the resin once it's dry. And you can literally make hundreds of color combinations. So now that I got it in pretty good, I'm just going to go back and forth between the 2 cups until they are mixed the way that I want them to be mixed. So these are still a little too pink for me, so I will add some more gold. I want them to look just like the other ones I just made. And you can kind of tell what color you need more of as you're doing this. Okay? So, there you have that. So, I'm going to pause you. I'm going to let these dry, and I'm going to tape the edge of my piece, and I will be right back. Okay guys, time to see some colors. So, I have my rocks done. I have my colors mixed up. And here we go. So, I have some Angel White by Rez. Nice, strong, opaque white. I have my Molten Gold by Rez. This is my favorite gold by far. I have some, oh, I need a stick. Molten Gold with some glitter mixed into it. Some really fine iridescent glitter. Isn't that pretty? I don't know if you could see the sparkle in that, but it is very sparkly. And then this is called Golden Autumn, and it's by Resin Art. I have 3 colors I'm going to be using of Resin Art. The Red Plum. I know these may seem like odd colors together, but I'm thinking they're going to work. There's the Red Plum. And this last one will pop your eyeballs out. But again, I think it can work. We'll see. It's Wild Jasmine. Okay? So the first thing I want to do is throw a bunch of clear down on the board. Now, over here, the only thing you're not seeing is the outer frame. Which I'm sure you don't want to look at a piece of wood. So, this is the only way I could get you guys squeezed in to see this. It's very long and awkward. And it may be not leveled. So I may have to play with it just to get it to be the right way. So as I was saying, I want to fill the bottom with some white. I do have a plan here. Gonna mix up just a tiny bit more white. Now I'm gonna have to add more paste to this because it is not going to be opaque enough. But first I want to get this to spread around a little bit. Just heating it up a little bit. Okay. Sorry for the bad view. Almost there, guys. Ooh, gotta pay attention all over the place here. Almost just came out of the frame. All right, now we should be good. Okay, so as I said, you just need to mix up a little tiny bit more. So I gotta get a clean stick to do that. I cannot put this stick into the epoxy paste or else it will ruin it. So you always want to do that. And you can absolutely reuse your mixing sticks as long as you wipe them off good and let them dry on a piece of plastic that they will peel off on. Mixes in nice and easily. Alrighty. Now we are ready to play. So I'm going to put that there. So now my plan is to make a center and try to get it to come outwards. Let's see. Here, let's do this. Let's do some regular gold first. Now, I don't know if this is going to work. Hopefully it will. So bigger in the center and then having it come out this way is what I'm attempting to do. You'll see what I mean when I get there. Okay, so that's the gold. Now I want to do, I think, some more white. Sorry about that, guys. Gotta warn the kid about the music. She drives me bananas. Next up, gold plum. Or gold plum. Oh boy, red plum. I'm hoping by using heat and stretching that it's going to do what I want it to. Hoping. And I can't believe I dripped in the white area. Then again, this is me, so yes, I can believe it. All right, now some of that gold that I made with the glitter in it, I want to put that next. Hopefully this will, that last layer will stretch out to meet that drip. And you know what? The worst case scenario, if this doesn't work, then I'll just blow it all over the place and make a painting out of it. What are you going to do? Can't cry. Can't cry. That is faux show. All right. Some of Golden Autumn. I'll be honest with you, this is kind of relaxing. Well, most art is relaxing. I don't know, there's something hypnotizing about this. All right, some, I want to do white. Get some more white. Have some more gold here. Okay, I'm going to pause you a second. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready, Eddie. Ready. Here comes the red plum. Red plum. No. Sorry, guys. Wild jasmine. And this whole thing, just so you know, is going to slide downward. It's just that for now, until I get done with it, it's not even. I'm going to stretch the entire geode downward once I get done pouring this and heating it. Downward and outward is the plan. Whether or not it works, only time will tell. I'm going to save just a little bit of that. Just a wee bit. Now the red plum. I always like to have like that one eye popping color, you know. You know, it's all, you know, subtle, and then boom, there's that one color. So for this piece, it's obviously the wild jasmine. Add a little tiny bit of clear to the cup. So I need just a little tiny bit more. Hopefully. Oh, I probably have to add in some color. Let's see. So I don't think it's going to be enough. But you never know. Yeah, it might work. Let's see. No, a little too late. So I'm going to add in a little color. All right. Okay. Then some of that gold with the glitter. Starting to get a little thick. Some more white. I think we're out of resin. I can make just a little tiny bit more of the golden autumn, and then we'll be on to the next step of moving it around. There's literally only like a teaspoon in there, so it's not going to take much. A little tiny bit. Easy as that, all mixed in. Okay. The little bit of golden or wild jasmine that I have left. And then the rest of my white. And it is time to move. Time to move it. Just making sure I mix it in really good. Thought I mixed it in good, but I don't think I did. I think I just threw the stick in there with the paste on. Forgot to mix it because I'm an airhead. Okay. Okay. It's that time. So the first thing I have to do is heat it, obviously. I'm just trying to open it up a little tiny bit before I move it. Make it a little bit wider. Alright. That should be good for now. Now, do you see what I mean about that wild jasmine? How it just a little pop at the end? So I'm going to go like this and scooch it down nice and slow. Slow down. Go a little bit slower here. I'm going to just heat this end. Okay. And there we go. Right, so that's far enough that way, because I want to have white on the ends a little bit. And I'm just going to kind of maneuver it. Now it's gradually coming back this way again. One thing I'm not liking is the roundness over here, but I don't want to touch it. All right. Pretty sure I'm going to leave that. I'm really thinking this is going to look really nice in the end, especially once I get these crystals going up in this center. Now the only thing is I'm not sure. Yeah, I think I like them. So I have two choices at this point. I can put them on now and hope I don't drop one, or I could let it dry and then put them on where I want them, and if one drops, it's not a big deal. But I kind of want to put them on now. So what I'm going to do is start down here. And it's going to be a little deep, so you're going to have to put a few in there, you know. So I'm going to fill up this section all the way to the tippity top up here, and I will be right back. Okay, so got the stones all the way up. Just so you know, when you hang this, okay, this is going to be the bottom and that's going to be the top. It's going to hang up and down. I can't think of the word. Oh, Lord, baby Jesus. It's been a long day. Is it horizontal? I'm thinking the horizontal mama. I can't figure out which way it is. Oh, God, who cares? Up and down, not long ways. A landscape, not portrait. How's that? So I put those in, and just so you know, this coloring in the white that you're seeing is not the stones bleeding. It's the colors that I poured coming up. As I plop the rocks in there, it's swirling them around underneath. So, and it's kind of a cool effect, if you ask me. But here we go. I have some glitters I want to use, and they are from AC Moore. They came as part of a set, and each glitter had like an ultra fine and then a I don't know if you would consider that chunky glitter. So I want to use these, both of them. I'm going to just sprinkle them over the rocks very carefully. I don't want to get it all over the place. I'm going to actually take the top off. Put a little tiny bit in my palm, because you don't need much. Pinch it. Hold it over my hand for a second to have any loose flakes fall off. And then start sprinkling it right up that center. I really, really, really wanted to use, oh, I might be able to use some. I wanted to really use Laura's Art Corner, the 24 karat, the chunky super shard one, but I ran out. I just ordered some. But I do have some glass glitter laying around that I think I'm going to use. Some 24 karat. Might actually work. It's not as big as hers. Hers, she has the super shards. Those things are awesome. Let me finish just putting these down. So that color I just used is called Pomegranate. And then see, now here's the bigger pomegranate. I think they're called particulates. I think that's how how science has named the size of the glitter flake. Particulates. Could be something else also. It'd be great. So I'm just going to put a little bit of these in there. Then I have one called Scarlet, really pretty. I like the center of my geodes to have a lot of different elements to them, not just stone and some glitter. I like to add different colors, different elements. If I wasn't so lazy, I'd pick out some Swarovski crystals and put those in here also. So it all just adds to the interest of the piece. All right, so now I'm going to put in some of that, well, I'll put a little bit of the fine one of the scarlet too, why not? The fine, ultra fine scarlet sitting over there looking at me saying, why are you hating on me? Why aren't you using me? I'm just as good as the pomegranate. And when a woman starts talking to glitter, you know she needs to get a life. All right, here we go. I got some of this glass glitter. Let's use this one. Although it's not as good as Laura's, it's good. Now, I can show you the difference between this glitter and the size of Laura's glitter. Although I do not have a gold of hers right now. I do have another color, so let me just do a side-by-side comparison for you. Just in case you're considering buying some. Okay, so this here is considered a chunky glass glitter. Let me come over there and make sure you guys are seeing this good. Okay, that's considered a chunky glass glitter. Here is Laura's glass glitter. Do you see how much bigger that is? She has what's known as super shards. This is chunky. That's a super shard. So, I just wanted to show you that. And you know what? This peach color may actually look good in my piece here. Let's do it. Let's see. Even though there's no peach. Oh yeah, that looks nice. So, we'll add that in there too. Why not? What is this color? This is called Pink Coral. Oh, I like that. It goes beautifully with the darker garnet colors I'm using. Now here's some of the gold that I had. Okay. I think it's time for a close-up, guys. This stuff, this glitter, I will not waste. It's just too beautiful. Love it. Usually when I have a little bit in my hand, you know, of the craft store glitters, I'll just throw it in the garbage, not even bother putting it back in the jar. I'm not a lot, just like a little, you know, tiny bit. But not that stuff. That's too good to ruin, to waste. Okay, so here it is. I'm going to show you with the light and without the light. With the flash on, so you can see the sparkle. I should probably also torch it first. See how much brighter that just got because I torched it? There's a lot of air bubbles in here, so Let me torch it and I will bring it back with the flash on. Okay guys, here we go. It will definitely be much nicer out in the sun. The sparkle. It's just hard to capture inside at night. You can see those super shards really blinging as I go past them. So there you have it, guys. Stay tuned for the finished project. I have a feeling it's going to be quite beautiful. Alright guys, here it is. Came outside. I'm hoping that I could pick up some of the sparkle. I will let you know that off camera I just drew in these 2 gold lines you're seeing right here, and then just put another layer of clear over it just to kind of seal it all in. And let me do it inside also. It's so hard to film this stuff. Oh, there you can see the sparkle now in the colors. This really weird pattern. This is behind that red plum. And what I believe it is that wild jasmine. As you see, the colors kind of like swirled underneath the rocks. It's really cool looking. Very different. I absolutely love it. So if you're interested in this piece, send me an email, artbytammy@yahoo.com. And as always, I want to say thank you for watching. Thank you for your support. And a huge, huge shout out to Cheryl Ferry for the beautiful gift she sent me for the holidays. It's going to be a huge help for my channel, and I truly, truly appreciate it. I love you all. Have a great day, and happy pouring.